What's up, tribe? This is Justin, Elevate Credit. Thank you guys for watching this video and being with me here for this journey from day 0 to only God knows which day that I can be reunited with my wife and my son, who are 15,000 miles away in the Philippines. So thank you guys for following this journey. The title of today's video is Day 5, How to Build Out 6 Figures in Biz Funding. So what you have to realize is that there are 2 steps to building out a 6-figure credit portfolio. It's absolutely possible. Anybody can do it. And I don't mean in the single 6 figures. You could easily get to the multiple 6 figures, the 5s, the 6s. It's absolutely possible. So there's 2 different stages to building out biz funding. The first stage is the credit repair stage. That's where you need to begin. You need to have a credit report that's worthy of giving you 6 figures or more of credit. And I talked about yesterday about the credit score versus the credit profile. What does that mean? You need to have certain items within your credit profile that will look favorable in the eyes of these banks, institutions, lenders, etc. It's very possible to get qualified for high limit cards when you have your credit profile dialed in. So the first stage in building out biz funding is the credit repair phase. It starts with your personal credit report. And that has to do with how your credit profile is built out behind the 3 different, I'm not going to call them credit bureaus, they're not bureaus. The credit reporting agencies, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So once you have your credit reports built out in the eyes of these credit reporting agencies, the next step is to open a business. And there are a lot of different areas, items in terms of structuring your business that you need to be aware of. Because again, banks, institutions, lenders, we're going after these high limit cards. And these banks, institutions, lenders, they're not going to lend just to anybody just because you have a business. Right? It starts with the business structure, right? Is it an LLC? Is it an S corp? Is it a sole prop? The second part is the name of your business. Just by the name that your business is, and the name relates to the type of industry that your business is in. There are certain high-risk industries that banks won't lend to, or banks will give lower limits to. So we need to be aware of that when picking a name for our business. An EIN number, right? This is your tax ID number with the IRS. You can get it for free on the IRS website once you start your business. The NAICS code. This is the code that classifies your business in a certain industry. There are certain industries that are high risk. Banks don't want to lend to high-risk industries, or banks don't want to lend as much to high-risk industries. So we need to be aware of that. You need to have a phone number, not a VoIP number, but a legitimate phone number. I've heard a lot of guys say preferably an 800 number. It's not required, but it may get you more funding. I've done it with a cell phone number. I've done pretty well with a cell phone number, so I know that that's not always the fact. But I've heard that 800 numbers can get you higher limits. Also an address, right? We need to have a legitimate address with the U.S. postal code, right? The U.S. postal system. Preferably it needs to be a residential address. They don't like to have business addresses or like remote mailing service addresses. Banks will see that, and they'll deny your credit application because of that. So baked into all of these different areas it's very possible to get high limit cards in the 10s, the 15s, 20s, or more, 30s, 35s. I've done before. It's very possible to get high limit cards. So remember, credit repair, business funding. These are all areas we can help you out with. So thank you guys for watching. To my son Josiah, son, you are blessed. You are amazing. I look forward to being reunited with your mom and you here in the U.S. when that happens. And just know, son, you can do anything when you set your mind to it. To your success. Salud.